And we're live.
Hello.
We're not actually live. We're just recording. But hello. Welcome again, surprisingly, to episode 2 of the Goojpod. I am Cannon.
And I'm Hailey.
We're still the same.
Yep.
We've got a banger of an episode planned today.
I hope so.
We don't have a plan at all. Well, you know, we've got our normal intro going. That's about how we did last time. I think we had talked last time a little bit about how we were going to change the format going forwards, back and forth a little bit. But I realized that that's probably not going to happen because I would like to keep the theme of the episodes, not episodes, but the theme of the podcast in general, just a little bit more consistent.
Okay.
I wasn't telling you.
Oh.
I thought we had talked about this already. So, it doesn't make any sense for there to be your episodes and then my episodes and start different because I'm going to just do the same shit no matter what.
Makes sense.
So we could just put different parts in different places per episode if you wanted to change it that way.
Okay. So
we're just going to go with how it feels, how it flows. But I have these talking points that I can start with, or we could start with your story.
Do your talking points.
Well, I was just going to bring up the stuff that we did recently.
Okay.
So, like, we went and saw Suicide Silence in concert, which is pretty sick. They are amazing performers.
Very, very good.
It's like my second time seeing them. I have to humble brag about seeing them when I was like 16. I don't know. I was 18, maybe. I don't remember exactly how old I was, but I got to see them play, sort of, because it was like right after their vocalist Mitch Lucker died. I know I've told you this story before, so I'm telling it to the podcast.
Okay.
Yeah, but it was like the show right before. Like he died, and then the show that I went to. So it was really weird because they played their songs without him. And the vocalist of Asking Alexandria, Danny Worsnop, did the vocals. It was weird. It was just fucking weird. It was cool, of course, as a child. I thought that was cool. In hindsight, it's just kind of weird. Like, they should have just completely dropped off the tour, yeah. I guess. But I guess since they're from California and they were over here, not in California, that maybe that would have been more difficult for them. I don't know. But we saw Suicide Silence. They played with Kane Hill.
Yep.
Was the only other big name. That was kind of... Kane Hill was aight.
I really liked them.
They were aight. I liked them better live than... I've listened to a lot of their stuff on Spotify now. It's just... I just don't like it as much. They were much better live, in my opinion, which is sad. Happens a lot more than you'd think. They played with 4... local bands.
Yeah.
Like, they all had like 3 listeners on Spotify.
It was literally like a collective 12 listeners.
Yeah. They were not good. Not a single one of them. The first one we listened to was okay, I guess. Which we were late, so we didn't get to see the first band. But I am not upset, judging by the ones that came shortly after there.
But I mean, you gotta think, they're probably absolutely stoked that they opened for Suicide Silence.
Well, sure. Yeah, I mean, of course anybody would be, but, like, they could have at least been good. I'm sure it was very last minute. I feel like there was maybe other bands on that tour that dropped off or something.
Yeah, it could be.
But no, and then we went and saw Harley Poe the next day.
Yeah. Literally the day after.
The day after, yeah. Which now people are going to be able to find out where we live just by going and looking up when these people had their concerts. So hopefully you all don't do that. So Harley Poe, for anybody who's not really weird, is a folk musician who calls his music murder folk because of the themes. But it's mostly just like hippie trash can folk with death elements to it. It's good.
Howdy, that room stank, though.
Oh, yeah, those people do not bathe.
Woo!
Extenuation of the hippie part of that, for sure.
It was rough.
No, I was also going to talk a little bit about what we had done today.
Okay.
We went to a bunch of peddlers malls. 2. 2 Peddler's Malls.
To be fair, the second one was very overwhelming.
Well, it was just, the first one's huge.
Yeah.
It was twice the size of the second one, but we'd never been there. It was in a neighboring city, and we didn't even know that it existed, and we went to the old address, which is a building that looks like hobos have been trying to break in for 10 years. But it was cool. I got a bunch of games. I'm turning around to grab them. Hold on. I got mostly PS2 games and one 360 game, and I'll get to that in a second. So, like, I would say that I'm not exactly a video game collector, but I would like to play all the games that I didn't get to play when I was younger, which is going to be mostly PS1, PS2, original Xbox era games. I'm just going to read off what I got. I paid roughly $4 a piece for these games, but I got God of War, the original, Devil May Cry 3. I don't know about that one. I've just heard a lot of people on the internet like it, so I was like, might as well pick it up. Tony Hawk's Underground 2. I never got to play any of the Tony Hawk games growing up, so I'm excited for those. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 4, Tony Hawk's Underground, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3, Kingdom Hearts 2. I never really was big into the Kingdom Hearts games. My older sister's ex-boyfriend was, like, suspiciously into it. Like, it was, like, his favorite fucking thing. I'm gonna bleep my end. You'll be able to hear it, but I'm gonna tell you who it was. It was...
Okay.
Yeah, so, he was weird. He was fucking weird. But I've heard the games are good. Everybody that plays them likes them, and I want to say that I've played the first one a little bit. And I couldn't pass it up for $4 or $5. I guess it was $5. This one says it was $5. But there was another point that I wanted to bring up about these. They were all taped closed with, like, shipping tape, so I didn't know if they were complete, which, again, kind of, I guess, brings out the amateur game collector part of me again. Is complete means it has the pamphlet disc case, the original artwork in the case. That means it's complete. And I want to say only one of them wasn't complete. Oh, did I mention Trigger Man? I think I skipped it. That was the one. You
definitely skipped Trigger
Man. It looked really weird. Like, it looks like a comic book. And I probably shouldn't have paid $4 for it, but I thought that it looked kind of cool. It turns out it's not. I looked it up a little bit, and people hate it.
Oh no!
I still want to play it. I would like to get. I don't have a PS2, by the way, so, like, I need to get one. So I'm gonna try to get a PS2 so I can play these, and I may go through and record them and post them on a different YouTube channel that I'm not gonna tell you guys about. So, at least not right now. That's not in the plans. But I also got a copy of Oblivion. That was the 360 game. If any of you know me, you know that Oblivion is my favorite Elder Scrolls game by far. It's better than Skyrim. If you say it's not, you're a lying idiot. And I hate that I'm going to put this out there, because now I feel like everybody's going to hoard the copies of this game. But specifically, this game came out, and I remember this because I got the game the day it came out. It was rated teen. So if it's a launch day or shortly thereafter copy, it's going to be rated teen. And this one is a copy of Teen Oblivion. I currently only have one other copy of Teen Oblivion. And you heard, I lied to you earlier.
Okay.
I opened this motherfucker up. Mm-hmm. I'm showing you. It's rated mature. The disc is an M-rated disc. This is what I screamed about earlier.
Oh my god.
I got scammed. It's a teen-rated booklet, but mature-rated game. I got fucking scammed.
Could there have been some sort of overlap, maybe?
No. I very seriously doubt that. I have a feeling that they found the case with a bad disc and swapped the good disc into it.
Yeah, well, that's shit.
Because it would be, as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know, which my knowledge on this is not going to be huge, I would say it would probably be illegal to sell a mature game in a teen case.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Not saying that it was illegal. This game, it's also perfect. There is not a mark on it. It doesn't look like... So if anybody has a loose disc copy of Teen Oblivion, no case, let me know. I'll give you $3.99 for it. That's what I paid for this one.
What if the teen disc was in the other Oblivion?
Oh, fuck. We gotta go back tomorrow.
Okay.
Oh, no. We're gonna have to go back, and I'm gonna have to buy it. I'll edit it in post, whether it was right or not. And I've gotta go spend $4. Fuck! I forgot there was another copy there. Shit. Fuck. Oh no.
Yeah, I just thought of that.
My teen Oblivion. But anyways, I'm nostalgic to Oblivion being rated teen because my mom didn't bitch at me for playing it, and then we got another copy when I don't know what happened to the first copy, actually. The disc probably stopped working for some reason. But then we got a mature rated copy, and she was like, what the fuck are you playing a mature rated game for? And I was like, it's not, it's teen, because I didn't know.
Yeah.
And went and looked. No, it was mature, so, yep. But that was my story there. That really sucks. I'll have to go back tomorrow.
Yep.
I'm sure it's not, but, like, just the thought of that being there is going to drive me insane if not. But every time I see a copy of Oblivion at any game store, anywhere, I have to look. I have to check and see if it's teen rated or not, just for that little nostalgia bomb, I guess. But that was just... Oh, no, that wasn't all that I had to talk about. I had one other thing. I'm going to drink beer.
Okay. ASMR beer drinking?
No, I held it away from the mic.
Oh, okay.
This mic shouldn't pick that stuff up, I don't think. So the only other thing was the... I'm just going to make it punny. Failure this morning. So we watch another podcast. I'm not going to tell you their podcast until they reach out to me and give me what I'm fucking owed.
Jesus.
No, we watched another podcast, and they had been talking about going and eating pho, which is Vietnamese, correct? We looked at this?
Yes.
Yeah, Vietnamese food. I guess you already knew it, and I was mistaking it with Thai, I think. Which, no, it could have been Thai, because I know Thai is different.
No, you were right about it being Vietnamese. I just double-checked to make sure. So.
No, I was confusing it with something else. I didn't say Vietnamese earlier when we were talking about it.
I thought you did.
No, I don't think so. I think it was you that said it. But no, I woke up and I was like thinking about it. I was like, oh, you know what? We've got a good pho place here in town. We should go. So I woke her up and was like, hey, let's go to Peddler's Malls or yard sales. We woke up too late for the yard sales. So Peddler's Mall. And then when we're done, just go get some pho. We did. Fuzzolis.
Oh my God.
And I'm getting some of that. But yeah. So that was my 13 minutes of
The
notes.
Fazoli's was kind of disappointing.
Oh, I really enjoyed mine.
Oh, I meant to ask you.
Yeah, no, their new, what did I get? Garlic
chicken ravioli?
Ravioli, yeah, was really good. The ravioli was solid. The chicken was actually way too salty.
Ugh, I would have killed for some of that salt on mine. Mine was not salted at all.
You got fettuccine fucking Alfredo. Of course you didn't get any salt.
No, usually the fettuccine Alfredo was really, really salty.
They didn't sweat in it enough this time.
I guess not. They also didn't give me enough sauce.
Yeah, that, I mean, sauce is expensive, right?
It's why I order the extra breadsticks, so I can dip it in the sauce.
I was wondering. I can't believe you made me pay for extra breadsticks for that reason.
I'm still going to eat the rest of them.
No, you're not. They're in the floor. The dog got to them already.
No, he didn't.
All right, so that was it. Now, that was all that I had from my notes for... Oh, well, actually, that's not true. Why do I keep doing this?
I don't
I've
know.
done that twice.
It's okay.
The only other thing was I was going to ask about Reddit stories. That's literally my note. Did you want me to read some of the stuff that I saved first before we get into yours? And then we could do... I've got, like, a small handful. It'd probably take 5 to 15 minutes. I'm not exactly certain.
Yeah, why not?
And then I was going to say we could go into the break after that.
Yeah, that works for me.
So that way we could use the tail end for all the true crime stuff and basically flip the episode like the opposite format that we did last time, and that could be how we differentiate the episodes.
Flip-flop them.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing that I did before, which is I just read a bunch of little, like...
Quips.
Yeah, they're not quips,
I
but
know.
They're not stories. Like, I'm not sitting there reading an Am I the Asshole story. So, I'm going to go ahead and jump right into it. This one is from Unethical Life Pro Tips.
Oh, goodness.
Such a fun little subreddit. If you're getting carjacked, drop a kilo of coke on your way out. That way the carjacker will face 25 minimum when caught. Top comment?
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'll just carry around a brick of coke in case this happens.
Yep. It's expensive.
Just cut it with something. Like, you ain't gotta use real coke. It's still the same charge. If you manage people at work or in some other leadership position, take out your subordinates for drinks and stay sober to learn what is really going on at work. And a top comment coming in with the life pro tip. Also, this one's from the same subreddit, Unethical Life Pro Tips. The life pro tip of don't ever drink with your boss, which I find hilarious because I have drank with most of my... I'm in a management role, just to make it clear where I work, and I have drank with the majority of my subordinates.
I've drank with most of my managers.
And that's why you don't have a job. Oh, that's funny.
I was just going to shame myself, and I'm not going to do it.
Oh, that's fucking hilarious. I can go ahead and go on to the next one.
Please.
Again, from Unethical Life Pro Tips. If an LDS missionary locks on your... They're probably not going to be locking on your door, but if an LDS missionary knocks on your door, ask them to mow your lawn. They will 100% do it. And the top comment is, see, these are the kind of tips I'm in this bitch for.
It's not a bad idea.
Also, it would work 100%. My mom always got a bunch of missionaries up at her house from where her ex-husband is. His parents were my grandparents. Jesus Christ! I guess I could just word it that way. Are Mormons. She's gotten them to cut trees down and cut firewood and all kinds of shit, and then just kick them out.
We got candies from the Jehovah's Witnesses.
They're not supposed to give you the sacred Jesus candy.
Yeah, my mom would invite them in, and they'd talk for like 2 hours, and she'd make them coffee or tea, and they'd bring us stuff.
It's something, they can't have coffee?
Yeah, they can't have coffee.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
it's tea. It's tea.
I was like, wait a minute, no.
My mom had coffee.
Yeah, just to like...
Rub it in their faces.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I'm gonna take another drink.
Okay. Yeah, it was very interesting. Because like when I went to high school, I was talking about, Jehovah's Witnesses, and people were like, oh, we hide when they knock on our door. And I'm like, my mom invites them in.
I mean, they're fine, I guess. I just find it disrespectful to waste their time in them thinking they're going to convert you. Yeah.
Well, my mom told her, up front that she wasn't going to be converted, but she was interested in learning about their religion.
Well, that's all they really need to do, so. Off the Mormon shit, I've got another one from Unethical Life Pro Tips. Parents of young kids, keep a stash of dead batteries with your good batteries. 1, annoying toy. 2, batteries go dead. 3, replace batteries in front of the kid from the stash. 4, oh, sorry, honey. I just replaced the batteries, but I guess it just doesn't work anymore.
Yep.
And then the top comment comes in again. Nah, the side hustle here is that you can just take it to work to fix it with you and bring it back a few days later and it works and you're a hero. But just fuck kids. Don't fuck kids, but fuck kids. Like, fuck. I don't know what, I cannot think of another verbiage. Help me here. Kids are useless. Something like that.
Yeah. I remember when I worked at the mall, there was always this kiosk. And it would, like, one of those, like rotating kiosks. So it would come during, like, summertime, and then it would be empty for winter. But they sold these little dogs, like, toy dogs, that would just bark incessantly.
Little, like, robot ones?
Yeah. Teeny tiny, but...
Like silver?
No.
I'm probably thinking of it different.
They were fuzzy.
I was thinking of, like, the little weird robo-dog things, like, with the robo-babies.
Yeah. And they came with, like, this cute little leash, and they would, like, run. But while they ran, they would just bark. Constantly. Like, very, very high-pitched barking. And it would drive me nuts when people would come in with their kids who had just bought one of these toys. And the kids would run around. The dog would be barking.
It just sounds like a bad time.
It was terrible. absolutely atrocious. I do not know why any parent would want to buy that for a child.
To entertain them. You know that the parent who bought that is just going to get violently drunk and lock themselves in the room and watch, like, Days of Our Lives.
Yeah, you're right.
All right, I got another one if you're ready for it.
I am indeed.
Request on Unethical Life Pro Tips. 34-year-old male, U.S., red state. I just got turned away by a urologist for a vasectomy because I don't have any children. Should I just lie to the next one and say I have 2? Will they ask for any follow-up questions I should be prepared to answer? Is it illegal to do this? The top comment... Oh, also, I have to say, that's fucking bullshit.
It is.
I've thought multiple times about getting a vasectomy. And we also live in a flip state, technically.
Yeah.
But more red-leaning somehow, even though we have a Democratic governor.
Yeah.
Don't know how that works, but yeah, I don't ever think that they would allow it. But this also ties into the next story a little bit.
Okay.
But the top comment on this was, I tell them you have 3 kids by 3 different women and that you cannot afford anymore.
Yeah.
They would probably do it at that point.
Yeah.
So this next one was also a request on Unethical Life Pro Tips. I would like to, and I'm basically going to question your opinion and what the efficacy.
Okay.
Of this. I would like to create a volunteer service where I pretend to be a woman's husband to give her doctor permission to get her tubes tied. How can I, and what are the implications?
Love the energy.
I think this is actually from the same guy.
Cool.
There's a lot here that I could read.
Mm-hmm.
But you can just imagine.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. What are your? I don't think that should be necessary by any means.
Oh no,
but
I don't.
The
either.
fact that maybe it is, like, what's the legality in?
It's not illegal to lie to a doctor.
I'm sure the dog drinking is going to get picked up in this recording.
Oh well, thirsty boy.
He's going to drive me nuts. That lapping. But no, I think that it's actually ridiculous.
Agreed.
Everybody should be able to control their body.
Mm-hmm. There is a mega, I don't know what to call it, like a, I was going to say mega thread, but mega thread is incorrect. A master list, there we go, of doctors per state that will do basically like hysterectomies, that sort of jazz, without like a husband or whatnot. Which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's...
No, I mean, it's again, I'm just going to say it. It's a shame that it's necessary.
Agreed. There's a surprising amount of doctors in our state, so I was not expecting the list to be that long.
No, I wouldn't have guessed it.
Yeah.
Well, I think that actually does it. I thought I was going to read more of that story.
Okay.
That being said, we are 25-ish minutes in.
Okay.
We could go ahead and cut for a break.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Okay, well, we're back. After a break.
Yep.
So we were going to jump straight into your story, but while we were on break, I realized that I had other stuff to do still. As long as my sister has not deleted this story, I may have to edit this out if it ends up feeling like something that she wouldn't like. But I'm going to read this story, and if you hear it, then it was appropriate.
Yep.
She texted me the other day when we were at the Suicide Silence show about a dream she had.
I'm so excited to hear this.
So I'm just going to start off here. I'm going to have to... I may pause in the middle of saying things to change names.
Okay.
All right, here it is. So I had a dream. I was deep frying cupcakes for my aunt. And then I met her and everybody, including me, at a bank and inside the bank was our house. Apparently, my parents were still together, because my dad had a little loft with his bed in it, but he could lay in bed and watch over the whole living room. She decided she was going to go smoke, and I had followed her. This is worded very strangely, and I'm trying to not say things, but smoke and followed me. We walked around this really old building and down some stairs. There was like dirt and grass everywhere, and a door was cracked open with just a little bit of light. Again, the dog is drinking. I hope that doesn't get picked up, but it probably will. It's cracked open with a little bit of light. It looked like a skinny girl standing there, and she started to run back into the room, and you threw a fucking bottle at it. You being me. Once we opened the door, an orange cat ran out, then it turned into a skinny dog who kept barking and lunging at us. It also laid eggs, and you freaked out because I stepped on 2 of them. And you're like, oh, come on, man, you fucking broke them. And the dog started to chase us while actively laying eggs, and we kept falling down the stairs. And once we finally got outside, my dad was standing there with his hands on his hips and said, "Hey, kids," with a creepy fucking smile. Then I screamed and ran. Felt like I had to tell someone else about the dream, so there. Mars, man. Is this really necessary right now to be banging your drums? You've already been fed, brother. Your food, you literally knocked your food on the ground. Will you go ahead and grab his bowl and stick it up here on this desk, just so that way we don't have to hear him do that anymore? Try not to hit the stuff.
I didn't mean to.
I'm going to try to keep you all interested and listening while she's grabbing this. We are going to be jumping right into her true crime story. That's what I have written down. I hope she has better plans made for it than I do.
I hope so.
So, is this a what kind of case is this? This is a disappearance. We haven't talked about it at all. I'm just pissing in the wind.
It's we'll go with suicide.
Suicide.
You'll see what I mean.
Is this a case we're gonna have to look up more on? I'm asking if I need to put the name on the list.
I don't believe so.
Okay. I'll probably put the name on the list anyways in case they ever find anything else about it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
This is the story of Lavina Johnson. She was 19 years old, was enlisted in the Army and deployed to Iraq. She had only spent 8 weeks in the Army. And basically she
spent 8 weeks before she was sent to fucking Iraq?
It's kind of conflicting because, like, it could mean she was in Iraq for 8 weeks.
Guess what?
What?
You remember our last story?
Yeah?
Was about a dude who loved rocks. And this one's about a girl in Iraq.
Oh my god.
It's connected. They both work for Matrix.
So anyways,
or the Army's connected to Matrix.
In July of 2005, she called her parents and basically explained that she'd be home for Christmas. Super excited about, getting to come home, even though it's like 6 months off, but oh well. And the next day, she was found dead. She had a gunshot wound to the head. Mm-hmm. It was shot through her mouth. And the Army ruled it a suicide. Pretty standard. Except the Army's story was that she shot herself with her service rifle, an M16. Mm-hmm. She was tiny.
I think I've heard this story.
You might have. It was like big, publicized for years.
Yeah, basically there was like no fucking way.
Yeah, no way.
Because I don't remember how long service issued M16s are, but I know they're not little guns.
40 inches.
The total gun length.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm assuming. Yeah, I mean, that sounds right to me.
I mean, I read that while I was writing it down, so I was like, all right, that's, good enough research for me.
Sure.
But they stated that the Army stated that the reason she killed herself was because her boyfriend of 2 months had just broken up with her.
Okay.
And the Army stated that they knew she was depressed because she was eating a lot of ice cream. I'm serious. Like, that's what they said. Absolutely bonkers. So, her parents were like, I don't think this is plausible.
Like a rational person would?
Yeah, so they went to the media. And through a Freedom of Information Request Act request, they publicized the findings.
Right.
Well, the Army's autopsy was like, oh yes, she definitely killed herself. See here, head injury. There you go. So they hired basically another person to do the autopsy. Oh, and this is where it gets kind of gross. So during that autopsy, her body showed that she had a busted lip, broken teeth, scratches on her neck, bruises. Her nose was fixed after death to hide the fact that she had a broken nose. Her white dress gloves, like the fancy, Army gloves,
Sure. Yeah.
were glued to her hands, and underneath them were third-degree burns. A caustic liquid was poured in her vagina, and parts of her vagina, anus, and tongue were removed.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound like suicide to me.
No, that's because it wasn't.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess at that point the military could have argued all of those things were done in self-harm before committing suicide. I would just have to disagree.
I mean, it's one thing if they were like, oh, we're aware of this, this, and this. It was done prior to suicide.
Sure.
But the fact that they said nothing about it. 2 non-Army ballistics experts took a look at the body as well and have stated that the exit wound looks more likely to have come from a 9mm and not a 5.56.
They didn't check.
There was no bullet, so...
Was there not a fucking gun?
There was a gun there, but she had no gunshot residue on her.
Yeah, that seems likely.
Yeah, her body was quote-unquote found by, like, 4 different people, and no one did anything until it was, like, someone reported it. The initial person said that her body was found lying underneath a bench.
Uh-huh.
Which is obviously the rational thing that you do when you shoot yourself in the head with a gun that's too long. You crawl under a bench.
Yeah, right.
She, basically the Army story was she printed out the emails where her boyfriend had broken up with her. Went to,
her boyfriend ever been talked to?
I honestly don't know.
I'm just curious if, like, she had ever said anything to him about her depression or...
Well, I believe that she told him that she had been sexually assaulted beforehand while she was in the Army, but they basically told her don't bother reporting it, which happens. But, like, as far as I know, nothing else really came about that.
Yeah.
The reason he broke up is he's like, I don't think I can handle a long-distance relationship.
Yeah, that's fair.
Which is fair. But she printed the emails out, walked to a store to buy herself M&Ms and a 6-pack of soda.
If I'm gonna kill myself, I ain't drinking fucking soda, dog.
No.
Ain't no way.
No. And if I'm about to kill myself, why would I buy a 6-pack of soda? You planning to drink all of it before you die?
I mean, don't hate on people for drinking 6 drinks real quick, like, you know?
I mean, that's fine. It's just odd. Then she entered an empty military contractor's tent, lit the emails on fire, then lit the tent on fire, and then shot herself, is what the army said happened.
That's so very likely.
Yeah.
That every scenario you would need to cover up a murder is what happened
Yep.
in her suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish that I had time to do my own research about this one. Not that I ever want to bother with that, because I'm not going to. I'm not organized enough to even write down notes for something like that. But I remember way back in the day, back at my old job, I used to just sit and watch some true crime videos like that. This was one of the ones that I remember watching. Now, it was like a really shitty YouTube channel. It was like the Watch Mojo of true crime, basically.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not like I got a ton of information, but this one stuck out to me, so I did a little bit more research on it, and there was some I remember reading stuff on Reddit about people talking about how, like, they basically knew that it was not a suicide.
Yeah.
And basically anybody who goes in even skin deep into this case immediately realizes.
Seriously.
I think, unless you're just
Army
believing.
apologist.
Basically, I was gonna say, just you take you take everything the government says as truth,
Yeah.
when the Army's gonna do everything and anything they can to. I mean, it tells you it was a superior officer that had assaulted her before.
Oh, definitely.
She was probably talking about reporting it with other people there.
Yeah.
And he found out, or they found out, that she was going to report the sexual assault, and started to reprimand her. Mm-hmm. Not like proper chain of command type of reprimand, like burning her hands and then, you know, cutting her to pieces and shit like that. Like
beating the ever-loving shit out of her.
Most people in the military, and I'm not going to say that it has to do with people choosing that as their job, but most people in the military are probably not the most mentally sound, and a lot of that probably has to do with the job itself being the nature of what it is. But a lot of the people who move higher up into the military, especially from my experience having a lot of family members in the military that reach officer status, and they're not all right. Not a single one of them is okay.
No.
And I'm not trying to use that as like a scapegoat for like an apology. Yeah. But like,
it's not an excuse.
Like, as far as I know, none of my family members has done something as grotesque or even remotely as grotesque as that.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if I heard that they did. Not that they've done anything. It's just the things that I've heard them talk about and the things that I've heard them say already. Just none of them are mentally sound. The military definitely isn't a safe haven for mental health.
No.
It's quite the opposite.
Well, Lavina was the first person, the first woman to die in Iraq or Afghanistan.
Oh.
In the military.
Wow. Oh, she was stationed. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the whole thing's fucking insane.
Yeah. Because basically, like, officers showed up at her parents' door and was like, just letting you know, like, did the whole flag thing, I guess. I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest too. Like, I've had a lot of struggles with mental health in my life, and anytime that I've ever felt suicidal, I'm not gonna lie to my parents and tell them that I'd be there come Christmas. Right? If I don't feel like I'm gonna be there, I'm not gonna just say it. Yeah. Just to make them feel better. Like, I'm sure part of me would want to, but I have no reason to make them hate me more. Like, I'm not gonna be a liar and kill myself. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I feel like I know that maybe she wouldn't have thought that way. I don't know her, of course, so I don't know. It just doesn't seem very likely to me at fucking all.
Yeah. So obviously the theories are pretty cut and dry. Mm-hmm. Another bit of information that took a little bit more research to kind of figure out what exactly she was doing. But while she was there, she kind of... I guess managed is the best word, the communications tent thing. So she was like overseeing people, email, all sorts of stuff. There's some people who believe that maybe she saw something that she shouldn't have seen. I find that a little bit outlandish, personally, but...
If that was the case, like, if she had seen something she wasn't supposed to, and, you know, higher-ups probably saw her as, like, a threat for seeing it...
Yeah.
She probably would have just been killed in action.
Exactly.
Because, I mean, I don't want to be conspiracy brain and shit, but, like, they would have just made it look cleaner. The military would do it cleaner.
Yeah.
Like, I don't...
Like, the higher-ups would be like, let's not make this messy.
Yeah, no, exactly. Which, this is incredibly messy.
Yeah,
like,
this feels more like someone got absolutely pissed.
Yeah, it feels like I was saying, like... I hate to say roid rage and military go hand in hand, but kind of feels the same. And he had sexually assaulted her in the past, and then maybe tried to do it again, and she said that she had reported him, and... Yeah. Obviously, there's never going to be an answer because the military refused to investigate. And what makes it even more difficult is where it's not in the United States. There's no jurisdiction that anybody can have, and there's nothing that can be done.
Yep.
So...
This one gives me the vibes of, like, there was an official, I can't remember what country they were from, who killed themselves, quote unquote, by stabbing themselves in the back 13 times.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly like
Yeah.
that. And I don't remember who that is either, but yeah, no, that's exactly what this one feels like. You can't... I feel like I have long enough arms that I could shoot myself in the mouth with an M16.
Probably. You do have incredibly long arms.
But...
She was 5'1".
I was gonna say, I remember her being around 5 foot, if I was remembering correctly. Like, how long are your arms if you're 5 foot? Like, generally speaking, your wingspan is gonna be your height.
Yeah.
And your arm is less than half that.
Yeah.
So, how many inches is 5 foot? 60?
Yeah.
So 30 tops, and that's half?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, like, that would be...
Not plausible.
No, not at all.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, if it's 40 inches, you can imagine the stock is probably going to be, what, 10? So maybe 30 exactly.
Yeah.
Is where your trigger's going to sit. About 30 inches. And the other thing is like, it just doesn't make fucking sense.
No, not at all.
I also don't know why someone would kill themselves with their service rifle. That just seems like it would be very strange to do, for some reason.
It seems, I guess, cumbersome.
Well, I don't think you'd care how cumbersome the weapon that you're going to kill yourself with.
I mean, if
you're in
given
that
the
mental
option...
state. She was just gonna fucking pop some M&Ms and drink her sody pops and then, you know, just...
Unalive herself.
Why would you say that?
I don't know.
Do you want me to use this clip on TikTok?
Please don't use that.
Did you say unalive so it was TikTok friendly?
No.
Because I'm gonna have to edit every single time we say murder. Or suicide. Or any of it.
What a shame.
Dude, TikTok hates it.
I said unalive just so you could clip it and just put it over.
Right, like I couldn't just ask you to record it.
I know.
It would be just so much... I'll just have like a soundboard of you saying this stuff for editing purposes. And then I'll just start using it in the podcast.
Please don't.
Unalive. And then the dolphin noise from last episode.
No.
Hey, let me play the dolphin noise.
I'm so embarrassed.
Yeah, well, you did it.
I know. So yeah, that was pretty much it.
I'm going to put her name on the list of ones to come back and look over. Just in case, like, let's just say, you know, the guy was old, right?
Yeah.
Johnson? Was that?
Yes. I should have pulled up a picture of her.
I'll do it in post.
Okay.
Yeah, I went over. I know you didn't watch the last one, but I went over and added pictures to this section of the last one, so I'll probably do that with this one as well.
Cool.
Let me get back to the page. So, Yeah, no, this whole blank screen that's been sitting here won't just be a blank screen anymore.
Nice.
I don't really have anything to ask about the case since I already knew about it. I've already seen enough to know. Of course, it's tragic, and if anybody listening to this might be the guy that did it, admit it. Admit that you did it. So that way we can all know. One listener is just like,
That was
they
me.
found me out. I should tell them. That'd be kind of cool. Mars, why are you running around, buddy?
Him's crazy.
Yeah, so now I just doxed us. I doxed my dog.
Don't dox the dog.
I just called him his name.
Bleep it in post.
We'll see what it sounds like in the recording. I might leave it in. I don't know. There's probably not that many dogs named that.
It's true.
I've never seen one.
Me neither.
But I guess that pretty much wraps up this section.
Yep.
So I guess we need to hop into my music section, which I didn't have Spotify open yet. I'm gonna have to blur this whole fucking screen probably. Probably just gonna be the easiest thing to do.
Ooh.
Let me... There it is. Sorry, I was more prepared with Discord this time and less prepared with this part of it. So, we're gonna go ahead and start off with you putting the right headphones on, apparently. You don't have to move so slowly. These are turned way the fuck down, so it's like it's not gonna pick up all this extra sound unless you ram into the microphone again. Like you did.
I'm doing a lot better this episode.
Yeah, I agree, you are, but you ran into it like 55 times last time.
It's because the pop filter was cumbersome.
I saved a little bit more information about these bands. It turns out it's actually not that easy to find out about bands. I didn't, of course, delve into any of the individuals' like personal lives. I don't feel that to be necessary. Basically, I'm just going to mention when the band was created, if I have that information, where they're from, and maybe a little bit about them if I figured it out.
Cool.
That being said, I already know for a fact that I did not get the information on one of these.
Okay.
So I did okay. I also only have 4 songs this time, not 5. I couldn't find any that I liked enough to include in this.
'Tis fair.
So we're going to start off with 6 Feet Deep by 6 FT Ditch. I'm assuming it's supposed to be 6 Feet Ditch.
Alrighty, I'm ready.
6 Foot Ditch has 27,000 monthly listeners. They consider themselves to be a hardcore band out of Portsmouth, UK, formed in the year 2000.
Cool.
And we can go ahead and start listening now. Oh, also, I'm going to be editing this way down because we got copyright striked on that first video. Okay, let's go ahead and pause.
Okay.
I was going to mention, if you wanted to pull off your right headphone so you can still hear me when you're listening to music. Oh, you've got your left one off?
Yeah.
The one not facing me?
Yep.
That makes sense. So, yeah, no. Their information, finding out where they were from, was actually kind of hard.
Fair enough.
I'm going to read you their band members' names.
Okay.
It's Duncan Jones. Normal name. Then we have Peachy.
I love it.
And then Sparky 10.
Love it.
They also have an alias, apparently.
Which is?
Bog Monster.
I like that.
I don't know. I like them. They're kind of like a grungy, kind of shitty sounding, but obviously by shitty sounding, it's like that type of trash that sounds good. Kind of like Bully Basher, Street Soldier sounded to me.
Yeah.
It's just like that. They have that very UK or European hardcore sound, like kind of punky.
Indeed.
Yeah. What in the fuck was he doing? The next one is going to be World Demise by Exile. It's the letter X and then ILE. And they have 13,000 monthly listeners. At my time of screenshotting this, it was 13,339 monthly listeners on Spotify. I'm going to read you just some stuff from their Spotify bio.
Okay.
They are a New Zealand-born hardcore band from Grafton, whatever that is short for. I don't know what the abbreviation AKA is. I want to say Alaska, but I know that it's somewhere in New Zealand, probably. The 5-piece Kiwis blend in the flavors of European beatdown and death metal to create their own brutal yet polished sound to create a hard style of their own. They released their debut album in March of 2020.
Good timing.
And they are apparently recording another EP in Brisbane in 2022.
Cool.
We can go ahead and start listening to it now. Fucking shit makes me want to headbang.
Very good.
I just want to keep dancing to it, dude. It's fucking good.
So good.
All right, we can go ahead and pause.
Okay.
So I don't have anything else about them other than what I read you. I feel like it was decent enough.
Yeah.
I would just say go listen to them. All of their stuff is that good.
I stand by what I said 10 seconds in. That was very good.
It is very good. It's very well polished. Their little Spotify bio is definitely accurate. Now I'm going to go ahead and say this. All of these songs, I may end up adding songs that you've heard artists. I'm not going to just do stuff that you don't know of.
Okay.
It's just in general that I think people don't know of.
Okay.
I'm not going to put anything in there that I've like had in a playlist and, listened to for a while. That being said, this next one is by an artist that you have heard me play a fuck ton of. Go ahead and open my drink. This is going to be Bryce Bishop's newest song.
Okay.
Which is Communication is the Basis of Every Strong Relationship. I had something to say, Miss Typer.
My apologies.
The song name, Communication is the Basis of Every Strong Relationship. Shout out Erica.
Right?
That's Erica from the Judges Pod that I said I wasn't going to plug. I figured I had to with the song, though, because that's one thing she always says. Every problem could have been solved with communication. But that was just a little mild segue into this song by Bryce Bishop. I would have assumed, based off of everything that I've ever seen of his, that he was from, California. Mm-hmm. I didn't find out where he was from until looking him up. Because he doesn't really have a thick accent.
Yeah. Where's
He's
he
from Melbourne.
Oh.
Yeah. Which is sick.
Yeah. Also,
the only other thing that I have about him is he has roughly 100K monthly listeners. Deserves more, I think. I also have DM'd him on Instagram. His Instagram is Pump Action Trumpet. And he actually responded. Not that he's huge or anything. I just thought it was funny. I was clarifying lyrics of his.
It was great.
Because one of his other songs, we sat on the pavement, I think, or sidewalk.
Yeah.
Until the cold crept through our buttholes. And I was clarifying that he said, until the cold crept through our buttholes. And he responded to me. Basically confirming that it is, in fact, buttholes. That being said, this is kind of bedroom poppy. It's definitely pop. I would say it's bedroom pop. Most of his stuff is more refined than what you would normally think of when you think of bedroom pop.
Okay.
You know his music.
I know. I haven't heard this song.
It's the same.
Oh, okay.
It is really good. He's a good vocalist, and I think I've watched a couple of videos of his on YouTube where he just makes YouTube videos of. I watched a couple YouTube videos of his on YouTube. That's a fucking banger of a line. Yeah. Where he's making songs, and he makes his stuff in GarageBand, which I think is really cool. Other than, him being a rich Mac kid, but of course you were too. So I got to make stuff on basically a fucking Chromebook whenever I try to make
GarageBand is iconic.
GarageBand is kind of fucking shit, but it's really cool to watch him make a song like that. But no, Bryce Bishop doesn't have a bad song. Check him out. And we're listening to Communication is the Basis of Every Strong Relationship, starting now. I do have to say, this is probably one of his weaker songs, in my opinion. And it still just bangs.
Yeah, it's super good.
It's less instrumental here than most of his stuff, and the high energy shit kicks in. That part is so good. I guess we could go ahead and stop.
Okay.
I just love this song. It came out 5 days ago.
Cool.
I think, and I have listened to it every single fucking day since it came out.
It is very good. You were right when you were like, it's just like his other stuff.
No, it is. Yeah, but all of his stuff is that good.
Yeah.
And I'm also not going to be shy in the future with this series to put more of the same artist's music in again.
Okay.
Especially if they're a smaller artist like that, because it's not that I feel like we're going to have a broad reach. I just want it to be documented that I found them before they were famous.
Fair enough.
I Zach Bryan.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've had you listening to Zach Bryan since 2019.
Yeah.
You know, like, back before he even had a Spotify. I remember telling you the day Zach Bryan got a Spotify, how excited I was that I was finally going to be able to work and listen to Zach Bryan, because I didn't have SoundCloud or YouTube Plus Premium, whatever you can listen to YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But I want to have this documented for this. I don't know that any of these people are going to blow up. For fuck's sake, Kenny Mason, that video is the one, like, that song is the one we got copyright struck on because he's already so big.
Yeah.
That it was automatically in YouTube's system. But in my world, Kenny Mason is no one.
Yeah.
No offense to him, of course. I had never heard of him. So I know there's going to be other people who hadn't, and that song banged. Bangs? Bunged?
Don't say bunged.
It bung.
Don't.
No, I like it, though. So, of course, I have one more, since I said I had 4.
Yep.
I don't have any information about this person, so I'm going to pull up their Spotify on my phone. It's Drayton Farley. Drayton. Mm-hmm. He's a little bit bigger. He's also on tour. There's a show relatively close.
Yeah.
So, Alabama native Drayton Farley has as honest a voice as you're likely to hear in this burgeoning scene of country folk roots and American music we're all wrapped up in. In other words, he's a country folk artist. He's like the Childers, the Zach Bryan. You've got that type of music. He actually just came out with a new song that I've seen a lot of on TikTok. I don't know that it's actually blown up on TikTok. But that's he's a storyteller.
Cool.
Let's see. He currently has 372,000 monthly listeners, and let's see. This is a quote from Americana Highways. Lyrics that are immediately reminiscent of the humor and subtlety of John Prine, which is that's a high regards to hold someone to. The directness and honesty of Bob Dylan, and the everyman gravity of Pete Seeger. Oh no. Hold on. I know, that's not good.
Oh no.
Yeah, hold on. I'm fucking running out of recording. I guess I could delete these. The recording on the... I've got a separate recording computer and the hard drive's full. Or SSD, sorry. I'll be technical. I don't want to delete my Fortnite clips. Shut up.
But I don't want to delete my Fortnite clips.
Oh, I can delete this. I didn't fucking play that game. Oh, in those. I am such a bad content producer.
No.
I'll probably just cut this whole section. We'll see.
But you have to leave in the bit about your Fortnite clips.
I guess I could.
It makes you cool.
Yeah, it makes me relatable to the kids.
Yeah.
Okay, so Drayton Farley, and the song is Pitchin' Fits.
Cool.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready whenever you are.
All right, let's go.
Tell me, can you save me? I think I've fallen sick.
He's got a great voice.
He does indeed. The rest of his music is wonderful as well. It's just the song that I found first, which is why it ended up here. But that's the last one. That was all that I had for this week. That's it. That was the entirety of it.
Okay.
I realized we took a break very, very early we can go ahead and jump into the arrests portion of this podcast.
Gotcha.
Where I'm going to ask you, where was Lavina Johnson from? What state was she originally from?
I'm going to have to do a Google.
Because I spelled her name wrong. Missouri. So that's going to be the state we're going to jump to, just because that's what we did last time, except we did the state that he was living in currently. All of these arrests are public information. The people depicted in these records are real people that may be at the lowest point in their lives. This content is being created for entertainment purposes only. Absolutely no ill will is wished to anyone following this message. People with addiction problems are some of the most harmed people in the American judicial system. Addiction is not a joke, regardless of the lighthearted content we are attempting to create. I'm back on the page now. Thanks for jumping ahead.
Oh, no, I was just scrolling down to say how many counties they had on here.
More than last one.
Yep.
Which is great. So what we're going to do, boys, girls, and NBs, Judgy's Pod reference, is the most popular arrests, like we did last time, which is going to be decent enough for a listener standpoint, better on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, you know. I'm going to read you, or Hailey may read you, their names. We are going to guess their age, the crime that they are accused of committing. We are going to, of course, I'm assuming that the whole disclaimer piece is going to be jammed back in here again that we recorded last week. If not, we may record a better one. Probably what needs to be done. So
Yeah.
hopefully you all just listen to a disclaimer over the section I had to cut.
Yep.
But in this portion of the podcast, we look at the most popular stories, and we've been doing it from the state in which the victim of the crime that Hailey read about is from, or where the crime happened, potentially.
Yeah.
When we have to, if we have to reuse states, we're gonna move around it, I assume.
Yeah.
Or I may just have you pick a state that we have not done yet for your story, if you
Okey-doke.
can. I don't know. We'll figure that out on our own. So, there is going to be 4 most popular by the state. We're going to look at their pictures, guess their ages, and their crimes. Also talk about them for a listener's point of view.
Yes.
We started right to left before because the left one had blood all over her.
Yep.
This time, the right one, it looks like she has a case of the PI because her cheeks are all rosy. And that happens to people like you.
Yep.
I feel like I need to clarify for listeners. So a lot of people will call that Asian glow. I don't know if that's racist. I apologize heavily if it is. Hailey is in fact not Asian.
I'm not. I just get really, really red when I drink.
Yeah, just like your little Discord profile picture down there.
Yep.
But anyways, this is Sarah Biesner.
Beisner?
Uh-huh. Speaking of,
Biesner?
Biden's middle name?
Robinette?
Yeah, wild.
Crazy.
Learned that from the judges.
Yep.
So Sarah B.
Beisner? Beisner?
B.
B. Sarah B.
I think she was arrested for a PI in Missouri. And I think she is 33. I honestly went a little gentle. I was going to say 36 and then realized she looked like she could be like a person I could know.
Fair. Fair enough.
She looks like she would walk into... I'm going to bleep this. And I want you to listen.
Okay.
She looks like she could walk into the... and just like be a random motherfucker that walks into that bar.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
For clarification for people listening, it's a bar that my sister used to work at in the city that we used to live in. Didn't feel like doxing that.
Yep.
But we can go ahead here further. I said 33, Sarah B.
Sarah
PI.
B. I'm going to go on the same vein as you. DUI, first offense.
First offense. Okay, fair. Yep, I think PI 33. And how old do you think she is?
I'm going to go with 30.
Okay. I could see her being younger.
Yeah, because she looks like she could either be...
22
Yeah.
or 36.
Yeah.
So I guess 33 because it's kind of in the middle.
Fair enough.
Go ahead. 28.
DWI.
I mean, we were both right, sort of. My guess was a PI because of the rosy cheeks.
Yeah.
That's a dead giveaway. Also, it gave away the exact city.
Yeah.
I don't know that I like that.
Well, I mean, it did last time, too.
It is public information, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, so she was arrested in Greene County before, at age 21, so 7 years prior. I'm going to assume for the same thing.
Oh.
No, not quite the same thing.
Nope. Purchase / attempt to purchase or possession of liquor by a minor.
Oh, this poor
First
girl.
offense.
How did she not have friends to buy her liquor?
I don't know.
She was 21.
But she's also...
Oh, she was... Oh, no. Okay, I got this backwards. She wasn't the minor. Okay, sorry. I was thinking she was the minor.
I was, too.
She bought alcohol for a minor. She was buying the liquor for her friends. She was an idiot in that case. Sorry. I'm sorry you're an idiot, but that was stupid. You know this now, I assume. But, like...
That's why you don't bring your underage friends to the liquor store with you.
Like that family at
Oh, good
that
lord.
unnamed liquor store. 'Cause I know they're fucking everywhere, but, like... The more we say about things, the more people will find us. And, like, I'm fine with people knowing where we're at. I would just rather them have to figure it out the hard way.
Yeah. Goodness gracious. Poor Sarah B.
Okay, so next we have Courtney Phillips, who is also a hard one to pin on age.
She looks like she could be mid-20s, but she also looks like she could be in her 40s.
It's the fucking shirt. That shirt is not something a 20-year-old would wear.
Yeah.
That shirt is something that a mid to late 30-year-old would wear to impress the older men who want, like, that proper woman, right? It's like a collared shirt.
That makes
like
sense.
A blue collared shirt for the listeners. She looks kind of like an actress. One of the actresses from Friends.
She looks like...
Friends? Am I thinking
Nope.
Friends?
You're thinking of The Office. She looks like...
Pam?
Nope.
She does kind of look like Pam. I don't think I was thinking of The Office either. I'm not going to get Friends and The Office confused.
The receptionist.
Pam.
No, the other one.
Towards the end of the story?
Yeah.
I don't remember her name. She does kind of look like her too.
With the red hair?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't remember what her name is, but
Me neither.
yeah, no, I think I'm gonna go 32. I'm gonna go 33.
Okay, I was gonna go 34.
33. And she looks kind of like she could be high.
She looks disturbed.
Well, I mean, like on meth.
Oh, fair.
Like she doesn't look like a meth addict, but in her eyes, she doesn't look right.
I'm gonna go with shoplifting.
I could see that too. Shoplifting. She looks like she would dine and dash, in all honesty.
Yeah.
Go ahead and click on her.
She looks like she has dined and dashed before and is surprised that she's caught.
She didn't get caught for the dine and dash, but she admitted to it.
Oh.
DWI. Is that all people in Missouri do is drink?
I mean, I would too.
So, she was arrested for a prior?
She was probably arrested.
Scroll down. Yeah.
She's been arrested a lot.
Shoo, she looks better now. She went through some rough... Oh, how old was she? I didn't even look. She was 34 and 21, so she's 35.
35.
Wow, I was close.
Yep.
You said 34?
I did.
I said 33. We were both close.
All right. First arrest. Failure to register motor vehicle / trailer annually with the director of revenue.
Wow. That sucks. That's such a shitty thing to be arrested for.
Second arrest.
DWI.
DWI. Driving while revoked / suspended. First offense.
She looked like she was just trying to party.
Yeah.
That little pink top.
Third arrest. DWI persistent. Failed to drive on right half of roadway when roadway was of sufficient width.
Can you imagine getting that added to your DWI? Like, just give the poor girl the DWI.
Yeah. That's why she got pulled over.
No, that is why.
I know.
For sure that's why. But, like, speaking of, I knew someone. It was my... I'm muting this, just so you know. It was my... who were very upset when they moved to... I've got to bleep that. I just said the state we live in for the first time. What is this at? 52 something on the second recording? Shit. But they were upset when they moved here. Because we have weaving and wandering laws. And where they were from, they don't. You can weave and wander in the lane in their state.
Seriously?
That's what I was told. Granted, they're fucking meth heads.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
So, like, but they were mad because I don't want to get pulled over for weaving and wandering. It's like, well,
then don't weave and
if
wander.
you're doing a lot of weaving and wandering, you should probably be pulled over for it.
I'm always afraid of getting pulled over for weaving and wandering.
Yeah, until you look up and you see people doing it all the time.
Yeah.
I can't believe I did that.
It's the worst whenever I have to do long drives because, like, I'll reach for my water bottle and I'll, like,
I don't have that
wiggle.
problem anymore. I'm not 16.
I hate driving.
I used to swerve when I first started driving. I used to swerve trying to roll up the crank windows in my Corolla.
That's fair.
It was a pain in the ass.
Oh.
And then I drove a fucking car with crank windows for a long time and got better at it. So.
Sometimes I miss crank windows.
Oh, dude, I do all the time.
And sometimes I don't.
I just miss cool cars.
Yeah, fair enough. All right, and her fourth.
It's a DWI.
Aggravated.
I wonder what that means. What makes it aggravated in Missouri? I'm sure it's intoxication level, probably, but
I assume so. Let's.
she was arrested at 4:01 a.m. Ooh, she doesn't know how to spell aggravated.
I do not.
It's a felony too.
Oh shit.
That's so yeah.
Damn.
0.15.
Yep. Put 1.5 or higher.
So that's pretty good. I mean, if you're leaving a fucking bar as they close, basically, in Missouri, it's probably 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
And you get pulled over an hour later, and you're at a 0.15, you definitely shouldn't be driving.
And if you're under the legal drinking age in Missouri, and you get pulled over and have a 0.02%, you can be charged with an aggravated DWI.
God damn, that's strict.
Yeah.
What, I had a little bit too chicken tiki masala, and you're gonna fucking give me a felony because I'm 16?
Yeah, well...
And grandma didn't cook the food long enough to get the alcohol cooked out of it? Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Uncle Tom spilled a beer on my foot at the fucking family gathering, and now I'm a felon?
Yeah. It's
Jesus
not a felony
Christ,
here,
Missouri.
But...
Oh, I know it's not here. I said that like I did it?
I know.
And was subsequently arrested for it? I've never been arrested.
But we have no tolerance for under 21 here.
Okay, well, I doxed us by saying the name. You could just not give away the exact specifics.
Sorry. A lot of states have a zero tolerance policy.
So now we have Lakota Tucker with 110 views. He's 26.
This is, again, most of these people have faces where they could be 16.
Yeah, no, he looks like a child. He looks like people I was in high school with.
Same.
But Lakota Tucker,
Okay.
I'm gonna say that this I know what he was arrested for. I've already got the idea in my head. I'm just waiting on you.
I'm going to go with 21.
Okay.
You go first with your arrests.
DWI.
Yeah, I was about to say it. Given the trend,
Yeah.
DWI.
Yeah, I don't remember how old I said. 26?
26.
All right, go ahead.
Oh my god.
Oh, well, that's murder.
And I was right about his age.
Yep.
Murder, second degree, felony murder during perpetration / attempted perpetration / flight from perpetration of a felony, a person dies.
Huh. He's been arrested before.
He has.
Oh, I hit my mic. That's going to be rough.
He was arrested a year prior for, oh my god.
Murder. Oh my god!
Quit murdering people.
6 foot 350. You know what probably happened? He probably tripped going down some stairs and fell on someone.
Oh my god.
He's a big fucker, dude.
He is.
You want to look up his name?
Yes.
I'll just blur it or remove it like I had to with the last one.
Okay. May we take a brief pause?
4.
I have to pee.
Potty break. Bye. I've got to stop recording. You got to say bye.
Bye.
Hello.
Hello.
Back from our short break, you see there's now an article. Go ahead and read me your bits.
Okay. So, 47-year-old Corey Esty of Walnut Grove was found dead at a home in Walnut Grove, Missouri. Deputies have arrested a male suspect in connection who has been charged with second-degree murder, armed criminal action, and unlawful use of a weapon. So, what happened is, someone called the cops, because, there was a guy trespassing on a property. Esty was at the location attempting to talk to the trespasser. And then, the trespasser shot him.
You missed the part where he had permission, according to him,
Yes.
to get his mother's stuff.
Yes. He had permission to collect his mother's things.
He shot the dude with an AK-47.
Yeah. Says when Tucker got to the home, a man started power walking towards him. That man was Esty. He asked Tucker what he was doing, and Tucker tried to tell him he thought he had a right to be there to collect personal property. Esty told Tucker to get out of his vehicle and that law enforcement was on the way. After an argument, Tucker told Esty he was going to leave. Esty then accused Tucker of theft. Tucker told police he was driving off the property and grabbed his rifle and fired 2 rounds out of his passenger window, not aiming directly at Esty but in his general direction. During this time, Tucker could hear Esty yelling and threatening to grab his gun while still chasing Tucker. Tucker told investigators he didn't intend to kill Esty, just to scare him so he could get away. So yeah, that was the first arrest. Listen.
Uh-huh.
But I can't find anything about...
He was probably released or something.
Well, his trial started on June 21st of this year.
Okay.
So I was trying to figure out...
Weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, did not expect to just fall into a murder there.
Nope.
That being said, if you shoot someone over a deer stand at a table...
Yeah.
You need to get your fucking brain checked, dog.
Correct.
Like, that's rough, dude. Like, I
Yeah.
get, like, if he really wasn't trying to kill him and whatever, but, like, guns are hard to shoot. You ain't gonna miss a motherfucker's head by accident. Like,
Yeah.
I wouldn't think. I don't know, man.
I don't know.
Does he hunt deer with his AK, too?
Yep.
All right, so up next we have Lily Garris, if that's it's a
Yeah.
little hard to read on this
Garris?
screen. Yeah. She looks like she's got sores on her, which just jumps me into drugs.
Yeah.
She doesn't look too far gone,
Nope.
if that's the case, like maybe early on in an addiction or prostitution. It might have been what she was arrested for.
Could be.
I was wrong last time when I said that low views didn't equal prostitution, but she has
You were
I can't
indeed.
100.
Yeah, 100.
So
Well, a murderer has 110, so...
I'm surprised it's that low. And then the poor girl with the DWI at the front with double the murderer.
Yeah.
It's just wild.
Crazy.
But yeah, no, I'm gonna go. I don't want to just say either or. We gotta pick one. We gotta stick to our guns.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say prostitution.
Okay. How old do you think she is?
20.
It's a really good guess. I'll go 21. And I will do...
I was gonna say 20 or 22, but I'm going with 20. So I think your guess of 21 is solid.
Possession of narcotics.
Possibly, sure.
Nope.
Tampering with a motor vehicle.
And she's 22.
Sheesh.
Oh, good lord.
Sheesh. She's been on drugs.
For a while.
Oh, it can't just be bad acne, right?
No. All right. First arrest, age 18. Stealing.
I would not have guessed she was 18 in that picture. She looks like she's 14 years
She
old.
does. Second arrest. Driving while
DWI.
intoxicated. Third arrest. Driving while intoxicated. Fourth arrest. Driving while intoxicated. Fifth arrest. Robbery. First degree.
So she likes to steal shit and get drunk.
Driving while intoxicated and tampering with a motor vehicle.
Wonder what that charge actually means. Like fucking up with somebody's brakes or something?
I don't know. Let's do Google. Oop.
What is it, though?
I don't know.
People ask, what is tampering with a motor vehicle? Oh, keying it?
Yeah.
If you scroll back up, that's what the picture is, which is why I said that.
Yeah. For the purpose of causing a substantial interruption or impairment of a service rendered to the public by a utility. Oh, good lord, this is a lot of legal talk.
She keyed a car, cut somebody's brakes. You don't know. It's fine. We got a rough idea.
Okay.
It's roughly what you think it is.
Yeah. Next one. Driving while intoxicated. Driving while intoxicated and tampering with a motor vehicle. Stealing. Assault, driving while intoxicated, and to hold for other cities.
Yep. So she's obstructing police.
Miscellaneous obstructing police.
Miscellaneous ordinance violation as well. Well, there you have it. She's got to be on drugs.
Do you think she tampered with her, I don't know what they're called, interlock?
Oh, for driving?
Yeah.
Probably. You're probably right.
Because that would make sense.
It would indeed. Changing the legality. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah. Is it called an interlock?
I think so.
The fucking breathalyzer you have to pass to
Yeah.
drive? Yeah, I would say that would make sense. I'm not going to say that's what it is because I don't know. But yeah, I would say. Yeah, I would agree with you. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool.
So that's the top 4 from Missouri. So that does it for the entire podcast section. If you are only listening to this on somewhere where you listen to podcasts without seeing the podcast, feel free to jump on over to YouTube. We're going to be going through some more of the arrest records here with a small continuation of the podcast. We're going to be doing much the same that we've done here, just with visual representation, more useful visual representation being talked about as opposed to trying to describe the people, which we did not do with Lily.
Well,
she got a neck
looks
tat.
like she's on drugs. So
She's not. Apparently, she's just an alcoholic.
Yeah.
So that being said, look us up on YouTube if you want to continue watching. TikTok if you want to watch out of order clips from these.
Yeah.
Instagram if you want to make Hailey feel good because she's running the Instagram. And wherever else you get your podcasts if you want to listen to more. This is currently episode 2. Hopefully we've made more. Thank you for listening if you've come this far. This was a lot longer than it was intended to be. I don't really have anything else to say.
Okay. Me
That's
neither.
everywhere where we're at. Hopefully see you in the middle on YouTube. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for not leaving if you're on YouTube. And if you're just now chiming in from somewhere else, welcome. This is our YouTube. This is what our YouTube. I'm Cannon again still.
I'm Hailey. Still same person.
And this is the end of episode 2 where we're jumping right into more arrest records. Now you can see what Lily, the murderer, Lakota, Courtney, and Sarah all looked like. Let us know if our descriptions were good or not. They probably weren't.
No.
Go ahead and scroll us up. Let's look at some more arrested people. We're gonna pick the ones we want to look at.
Okay.
And we're gonna just guess their age, crime, and probably be a little rude about their appearance.
Yep.
Okay, so I want to see Emily.
Okay.
I want to know what Melvin did because he looks like a sad old man.
He does.
I like John's last name.
I do too.
It's, your name's Glock. I want to know about William. He looks like he could be one of, who's that gay guy who does makeup?
James Charles.
One of his buddies.
Why does his mugshot look like a picture that would be on Tinder?
He probably uses it on Tinder. It's because he's a fuck boy. I also want to see Trevor
Okay.
and Christopher
Bingo bango.
because his last name is fucking Bear.
Yeah, that's a cool last name.
Yeah. So let's which ones did you want?
I wanted to do Trevor, William, John Glock, because that's a cool name. And Emily, so.
All right, let's start with Emily then. We'll just start top left and work our way down to the right.
Sounds good.
She's hard because she looks both old and young as well. But I'm gonna just jump in here and say 32.
I'm gonna guess 29.
And I think she was arrested for shoplifting. Or DWI, but I'm gonna go shoplifting.
I'm going DWI. Missouri hasn't failed me yet.
It was also Jackson.
Oh, charges unknown.
Shit.
Is this gonna be one of those?
36.
Oh. Well, she's been arrested twice before, so we can go through those.
She looks good for her age.
Unknown and unknown.
Well,
I hope they're not all like this.
Maybe all the ones from
Sometimes
Jackson are
they
that
are.
way. That would suck. I wanted to see Melvin. Van Gunda. He's got that Van Gunda. I'm going to go DWI.
Okay.
And he's either a rough 55 or 62. Which I'm going to leave that one open because...
Yeah, leave that one open.
Yeah.
I'll go 65.
You think he's that old?
I don't know. He doesn't look like he would be rough. Like a rough younger person, if that makes sense.
I don't agree.
I'm also going to go DWI.
Okay, fair. So Jackson is all charges unknown. Well, we can still click on him. What was his age?
Oh. 61.
You said 62?
I said 65.
I said 62.
Yeah.
Okay.
Been arrested twice before. Tampering, first degree.
Bad check.
And
Theft of a controlled substance.
prescription medication.
Wow.
Hold for U.S. Marshals.
Ooh. Ooh, that's a rough one.
Hold for U.S. Marshals.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep doing the Jackson ones, even though they're showing up with charges unknown, just because we can look at prior arrests.
Yeah.
And we can at least find out their names. Or their names, Jesus. Their ages. John Glock, of course.
John Glock.
Was arrested for illegal possession of a firearm. I just have to say it. And he looks like he's probably 34.
I'm going to guess 29.
Okay.
He looks a lot like Chris Watts. Not going to go there, though.
He does look like Chris Watts.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Post Malone's name?
I don't know.
Is it Michael Post?
Something like that.
Because the dude right next to him is Michael Post.
Yep, that's Post Malone's alter ego.
It's what he's going to look like in 10 years after all the drinking he does.
Fair.
All right, go ahead with John.
Goodness gracious, I don't know. Beating someone up, I guess.
So assault?
Yeah.
Okay. 29. You got the age perfect.
Heck yeah. But he has been
Hey,
arrested.
what do you think the P in his name stands for?
PP.
John P.P. Glock. Go ahead. Scroll down. Let's see what he was arrested for before.
First arrest at age 24. 24-hour
Investigative hold.
I don't
Preston.
know what that means. Preston.
You were incorrect. 5'11", 140?
Driving while revoked / suspended. Second or subsequent offense.
Weird.
Resisting.
160, gained 20 pounds.
Resisting or interfering with arrest / detention / stop. Resisting or interfering with arrest / detention / stop.
You don't have to read the whole thing. You could just say resisting.
Okay. Charges unknown.
Investigative holds.
Attempt or commit.
Family first.
He looks rough here.
Family first.
Family first.
Okay. Go ahead and close it, I guess.
Okay.
What?
He was a junior in that last one. Junior.
Huh. JPG Junior.
Yep.
Okay. We got William Baginski?
Baginski.
He's 24.
Yeah, he looks young.
Yeah, I was shooting high at 24.
Yeah, I'm gonna go 22.
That was my other guess, was 22. Go ahead. Oh, arrest. DWI.
I was thinking DWI, but now I'm also thinking maybe purchasing alcohol for a minor.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it, I guess. It's either, I don't know, DWI feels like a cop-out for Missouri at me at this point. Granted, I think it is. It could also be like conspiracy. There's another charge that goes along with that. Conspiracy something. I'm just going to go with the DWI because I can say it.
Book and release.
Okay. Has he been arrested before?
Nope.
Also, he's 23. We split the difference.
Nice.
Okay.
I think it was like a drunk tank sort of thing.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Trevor Holstrom. He's from Jackson, so his charges are going to be unknown.
Yeah.
If he's been arrested before, I'm going to just go ahead and make a wild guess and say drugs.
Yeah. Does he have 2 different colored eyes?
I think so.
That's really cool.
I was curious to see that.
I wish I had 2 different colored eyes.
2 different colored eyes and face tats. I'm going to say he's 26 or 27. We'll go 27.
I'm going to go 30.
Okay.
And drugs is a really good guess.
Yeah.
Dang it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. We'll do, I don't know what it's called in Missouri, but, like intent to sell.
Okay. 29.
29.
And I think it's the Flash. Because his other pictures look normal.
First
Oh,
arrest.
this guy's strung out. Poor guy.
Domestic assault.
Well, maybe he's not that poor of a guy.
Second arrest. Domestic assault times 2.
What a winner. That's the same picture.
No, I know. I was looking at how much his bond was.
Yeah, that's bad. Jesus Christ. He
What?
just likes beating people up. Raytown warrant.
Raytown warrant. Oh, goodness gracious.
Yep.
Yep.
So drugs.
Drugs.
So he started out with beating somebody and switched to doing drugs. He was probably doing it the whole time.
Oh,
If
still
we're being
beating
real.
people.
Yep.
And charges unknown.
Can we talk about how iconic his hair is? No. Come on, down. Right.
This'n?
Yes. What the hell?
I don't know. At first I thought it was dreads.
It's probably on its way. Alright. And last one is Christopher Bear. Are those face tats or bruises?
Those are face tats.
Yeah. He looks like he could be in the mob.
Yeah.
Like, he looks like a Native American and, like, there's some kind of native mob.
I'd read a book about that.
You write it.
I could.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Gang violence? Is that the dog snoring?
It's the dog snoring.
I hope that got picked up. But yeah, gang violence. I'm going to say he's 40.
I'm gonna guess 47.
Oh, you think that old?
Yeah. I think he looks good for his age. And we'll go with assault.
Okay. 42.
42. Never been arrested before. Charges unknown.
Dude, if my name was Christopher G. Bear, I'd just go by G. Bear.
Yeah.
That's fucking
That's
dope.
a cool name.
I hope we're not, like, complimenting a murderer on his name. That would be rough.
Yeah.
Go ahead, go to the second page.
Second page.
Oh, G. Bear. It's the same arrest. Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so I want to see Wayne Leslie,
Okay.
Mark Thalia,
Okay.
both of them.
Yep.
Do you think that's his dad?
Yeah.
Him and his dad got arrested?
Yep.
I want to see Jordy Collins, Carrie Hensley, Paul Lillard, because Damian Lillard, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Kelly Seibert,
Seibert, I think.
and then the last two as well, Carity as well as Tyler.
Okay. You pretty much covered them all.
All right, let's start with Wayne.
Okay.
This is Johnson arrest, so we should be able to see what he was arrested for. I'm going to go ahead and make a wild assumption that this poor boy does meth.
Good guess.
And I'm going to say he is 36. 36 is probably too high, but I'm gonna say 36.
36 is a really good guess.
I think it's too high. In my head, I'm thinking 32.
That's what I was about to say was 32.
Yeah.
Okay. Drugs. Possession of drugs.
A hold.
Gotcha.
And he's 36.
Nice guess.
Sheesh. We're not going through all of these.
Okay.
I am not.
First arrest was for...
Yep.
I don't know what that means.
Minor in possession of non-toxic liquid. I don't know what it means. Just look at his other arrests.
Okay.
35 grams or less. Of what?
I don't know.
Ayahuasca.
Yep.
Ashwagandha. What was that I said earlier?
That's what you said earlier.
No, what was it that I said? I didn't say it like that. I didn't just say ayahuasca and then fucking say ashwagandha.
No, you were like, what's that one drug?
That all these fucking crazy people do, basically.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know it's not ashwagandha. But it sounds like that. Jesus.
Well, there's marijuana here. That ain't just marijuana.
No. Stealing. Conceal. Keep going up. I was gonna say, like, find where he first looks like he fell off the deep end. Right above that one. Yeah. Drug paraphernalia and forgery. They're all Jackson. They're all gonna be unknown.
Figured I'd take a look.
All right, so Mark Thalyard Jr. Thaler? I can't read.
Thaler.
Yeah. The two L's look like one letter on
Fair.
the screen, so. We really should pay for Discord Nitro?
Yeah, Nitro.
Go ahead. Oh, yeah, no, don't just click on him. I'm going to say that he's a rough one. He's like my older sister's boyfriend.
Yeah.
I almost said all of their names. I'm going to say... I'm going to let you start, actually, bitch.
Okay. 28.
Okay, I was thinking a little older than that. I was going to say 30, 32. You're just bringing me down. I'm gonna stick with my gut and say 30.
Okay.
2 is what I was going to say. I'm just going to go 30 because you swayed me a little bit.
Okay.
And I think it's probably assault.
Dang it, that's a really good guess. Because I was thinking if he was arrested with his dad.
They went to beat somebody's fucking ass.
Yeah. I'm going with that.
Oh my god.
What?
Driver operated commuter vehicle without a passenger and seatbelt.
$25 bond.
Was his daddy not wearing his fucking seatbelt? No fucking shot. So the other one I'm going to say, how old was he?
35.
35?
Yeah.
I should have stuck with my gut and said 32.
You should have.
God motherfucking damn. So I'm going to just shoot 23 years above that.
Okay.
So 57?
58.
I don't remember the numbers. That man's not 58.
No.
I'm just going to say 66.
I'm going with a solid 62.
He looks like a smoker.
He does look like a smoker.
I'm going to say he was arrested for being the passenger of a motor vehicle not wearing a seatbelt.
Okay.
Oh. Violating an order of protection. He's 55.
Oh, good lord.
Dude, my quick math guess was perfect.
Yeah.
They have the same first, middle, and last.
Yep.
So, that is indeed Junior. They just spelled it different.
They were arrested an hour apart from each other.
There's no How? It's crazy, dude. It's crazy.
Well, his previous arrest, first one, driving
DUI.
while under the influence.
Really, that's shocking.
Second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one.
That last one was the same one. He only has been arrested 3 times. Those are all the same arrest. Just with him looking in different places.
They're all on different days.
No shot he got arrested. He Wearing the same clothes. Oh my god, click on that again. He's wearing the same shirt.
Yeah.
In every single one.
Yeah.
He was arrested. How many days apart are these? A week?
Yeah.
Literally less than a month. He was arrested 5 times for DWI. Must have broke up with Cheryl. Oh, I didn't mention Geneva, but I kind of want to do Geneva.
Okay.
I don't want to do Geneva. I want you to click on her.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So she has colored hair.
Mm-hmm.
So she obviously has a drug or alcohol problem.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
Or she's a Twitch streamer.
Mm-hmm. I don't think that one's the case.
Why?
I don't know.
You're being rude.
Sorry.
I'm gonna say DWI. Missouri is so fucking predictable.
Yeah, it is.
Unless it's a murderer. But no, DWI, and she is 41.
I was gonna guess 45. And I hate that DWI is the best guess. Nope.
She had her dab card. What did I say? 42?
Yeah. I
41?
I said 45.
Well, hair color purple. Her eyes are actually very blue in that picture,
They
too.
are.
That's actually kind of it looks edited.
It does.
She's a White Walker.
Hate it.
Yep. All right, we can go ahead.
Okay.
Jordy Collins. I think he looks like someone I know.
Same.
Can I go ahead and say it and bleep it?
Yeah.
Oh, I probably didn't mean to blurp that part. I don't remember his name. I'm trying to remember his name.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's who.
I can't remember his name either.
It's something. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. But yeah, Jordy Collins, caveman looking fuck. I think that he is 29 years old.
It's a good guess.
He could also be like 33, but I'm going to go 29.
Okay.
And I think that he has been arrested for... He looks like a weed enthusiast. Possession of marijuana.
Gotcha. He looks like he's been crying.
I disagree. I think it's just his caveman brow.
Fair enough. I'm gonna guess 33.
Sure. That was actually going to be my other guess. It's 33.
And
I think that's good.
I don't know, shoplifting.
Okay.
Why not?
That makes sense. 34. Off by a year.
Nice.
Wow, he's short.
Yep.
Oh, he's a mechanic.
Jordy. Says so right on his shirt.
Yep.
All right.
So I wanted to see Carrie Hensley.
Henley.
Well, I can't see the screen that clearly. Also, that's a big dude.
Yeah.
Does that say 6'4"
Yes, I believe so.
behind his head?
I am not sure.
Also, the fact that it just has jail in black. Also, he's the only one that says arrest.org in black.
That's actually really strange.
That is stupid weird. I was going to say that would be a fucking fire album cover, though.
Oh, yeah.
But no, I'm going to say that he was arrested for possession of cocaine.
Okay.
Or it's drugs, but I think he's the dealer.
Okay.
Or, I don't know, it's hard. I could also see him being arrested for, like, speeding.
Yeah.
And I also think he's, like, 26.
Dang it, I was going to guess 26. I'll go 27. Oh. I'm going to go with assault.
Okay. Peace disturbance. Also, he's just 6 foot even. But I can barely read what's behind his head.
Yeah. Been arrested once
And he's
before.
23.
Oh. Failure to appear for a misdemeanor.
Well, did that say Texas?
Yeah, he's from Texas.
Oh, okay. So we have Paul Lillard, Damian Lillard's friend.
Yep.
46, domestic abuse.
Dang it, 46 is a really good guess. I'm gonna go with 42 cocaine possession.
Okay. Pettis County.
What does that mean?
Oh, he's 57.
Oh.
Okay.
Unlawful
use.
possession. Fugitive from out of state.
He's butt naked holding a towel up in that picture.
Someone else is holding the towels up.
Really?
Yeah.
How do you know?
That's what it looks like to me.
I think he's just standing there with his hands, like, holding it in front of himself. Is that what he was arrested in, was just the towel?
Yeah.
That's so bad. I shouldn't say stuff like that. So Kelly was arrested in Jackson, so I'm not going to guess what she was arrested for.
Okay.
I'm just going to guess her age at 36, and it's been a rough 36.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with 44.
Okay.
44 on the money.
Nice. I think we can. Yeah, if they're all Jackson. No, burglary, possession of marijuana. Okay.
That was Jackson. Well, they're all the same.
Yeah, just fake weed. Fake weed in a bowl.
Yep.
I was gonna say to do Tyler, too, but he's Jackson, so let's just skip him.
Okay.
And just do Carity.
All right.
She looks crazy, but it's because her eyes are wide open.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say. What do you think?
35.
Oh, I was not talking about that. I'm gonna say 32. I was talking about the arrest.
Oh,
DW. Hi. No.
that's what I was gonna say.
No. I think it was possession of marijuana.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that. Hold for other city.
With no other arrests.
Nope.
Shit.
Dang it.
Well, that was uneventful.
It was.
We're pulling around the 25-minute mark.
Okay.
Which is gonna launch this into the 2-hour range.
Fun.
So, did you want to pop open one more page?
Yeah.
And we'll each pick one?
Sounds good to me. This is a hard one.
This is a hard one for sure.
Dang it.
Just don't pick one from Jackson.
Yep.
All right, I've got 3.
Okay.
So, if we have fold over, like we both pick the same one, then
Okay.
I'll have someone else to pick.
Sounds good. I'm going with Kalia.
Okay, that was one of the ones that I wanted. Kalia Mosul.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to sway you in choosing, but I have 2 now, right?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go with Coden.
Okay.
My other one was going to be Filberto.
My backup was Rambo.
Oh my god, I didn't even realize his name was Rambo. We got to do Rambo. So we'll do Kalia, Coden, and then Rambo.
Okay.
Yeah. Or did you want to start with Rambo? Just since we both... His name's fucking Rambo.
Yeah, that's true. All right.
So Rambo is a 24-year-old man. No, he's way older than that. Probably 34. And was arrested for DW. No, I'm kidding. Was arrested for assaulting an officer.
Okay. I'm going to guess 37.
Okay.
And passing bad checks. I don't know why. I don't feel like he did
Fair,
anything
sure.
violent. DWI.
I should have left it with that. It never fails.
And he's 37.
That's what you said, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Go Rambo.
Saline County.
I saw that. Yep. Coden or Kalea?
Let's do Coden and then.
All right, fair. Fine. Coden Sherwood is a 20-year-old man. 22.
Oh my god, he looks like he could be 16 though.
I agree. I'm going to go 22, and he was arrested for a DWI.
I'm going to guess 18 and DWI.
Okay. What do you know? A DWI in 21.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, that's awful. So he wrecked into something
Yeah.
and left.
Yeah.
Coden Zai Sherwood. Sherwood.
Sherwood.
It's fine. Kalea.
Man, those eyebrows.
She looks like she's from the UK.
She does.
It's just the way they do their shit there for some reason. I'm going to say she's 22.
Okay.
And DWI.
I'm going to guess 24.
She actually kind of looks like the failure to appear type. But I'm still going to go DWI. I said what, 22?
Yeah, I'm going to go with robbery. Oh, domestic assault.
And 18. Domestic assault at 10 a.m.
Yep.
Kalia, you animal.
Kalia Caitlin.
Mosul.
Mosul.
All right, guys. Well, this has been the end of the Goojpod extended segment. This was supposed to have been a portion in the original episode as well. We just drank a little bit too much and forgot.
Yep.
So, that being said, if you liked this extended segment, make sure to let us know that we're not just wasting our time doing it. Because we're going to anyways.
Yep.
So it'd be cool to know. But I appreciate you all sticking around for an extra half an hour and listening and watching. Hopefully you got a kick out of some of the dumb shit we said and some of these poor people that have been arrested for shit they probably didn't do.
Yeah.
It's not been proven yet, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I guess news sites do it, like with the article that you read.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's not that bad that we're doing it. That being said, please stick around. Come back next week. We post a new episode every day. Did I post a new episode? Yeah, we got a few little kinks and crinkles to figure out still before shit gets going, but hopefully that's going to be taken care of sooner rather than later.
Yep.
This has been Goojpod. I am Cannon.
I'm Hailey.
And I hope to see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.